Well, hello, everyone. I'm going to start with the most important question of the morning. How do you pronounce your name?
Yes, so I'm György Kálmán, and I'm working at OTP Bank, and I have the responsibility for rights management and cloud security, and in general supporting our developments with security questions.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Can I call you George? That's
Yes,
what I've
thank you.
George
That's
is perfect.
Yes.
Sounds good. Well, let us jump into the first question. I have prepared 4, 5. Let's see how it's going to go. So the first question, so we know, of course, OTP Group, you are modern, transparent, innovative, and you're very customer-obsessed company, a customer of ours. We value very much our very close partnership. My question is, so we understand and we know technology plays a very big core role in your company, of course. So what is your thinking, your approach behind when it comes to innovation in OTP?
Mm-hmm. What I can see in the recent years that the bank's role is changing. So before it was more like really like a bank with all the money and actually working with money. And now I would prefer to think that a bank today should be a technology company with a bank license. So one of my basic like disappointments were when I was first starting to work in a large bank that I was asking, where is the vault with all the gold and all the money?
Exist?
No,
Oh,
it's
no.
just servers.
It's
all
just
the time
movies.
it's just
all in the
servers in the
movies.
basement. So for us, I think the most important is this change between having branches and having like people serving people directly, change to providing digital services so that we can be competitive also with the new fintech companies. So there is a very big push for large banks to move into that direction.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Wow. Honestly, part of me, very small part, is still gonna miss, going to the bank branch, talking with the clerk and having all your admin, having the morning chat and having all the deposit and admin things done. But there's something that you said was absolutely beautiful, is you're a tech company. Not a bank, you're a tech company with a banking license. That is just spot on. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so we are here, MTC workshop, envisioning, hands-on lab, packed agenda. I know, thank you so much for making also the dedicated time. I know it's very big time commitment. We're gonna connect the second question. Share with us, if you can, your thoughts on the future of AI and cybersecurity. Is OTP, is your company ready for that?
That's a very good question. I think it's kind of the thing when you are asking if you are ready to have children. I think in practice you are never ready when you first getting children. I think this is the kind of the same situation. We can see that the technology is going into that direction, and since our adversaries are also going into that direction, basically we must go. So it's a must, because we won't be able to cover for all those needs with human power. So we had these stages with automation in the incident handling and so on. So we use like machine learning since a relatively long time and so on. So we see that this is kind of a natural next step, and we see the push from adversaries, from what we see in our situation that we must use. And of course, despite that, I can see it now like a big hype curve connected to AI.
Of course.
I think we would be using it in a much clearer way in a couple of years from now. But right now we have to try it. We have to get on this bandwagon and see how the best we can employ.
And honestly, I mean, you say you're pushing yourself, but I feel from the engagement I saw this morning in the next door, you're very proactive. I think you're pushing in terms of within the company, you're pushing for that trend to happen, almost making that happen and taking that leadership within your huge team, OTP Group.
Yes, we have to. Also, we are in a relatively special situation with having a lot of branch offices in different countries, whose are relatively small, in a sense that for example, the Slovenia operations or some other countries, they are relatively small, so not large enough to be completely standalone.
Right.
Or to say it better, the group itself could profit greatly in a centralized solution. So what we have seen today is about feeding all the different sensors and information into one place, and then providing kind of a unified view on what is happening. So this is why this is an extra interesting solution for us.
Yeah, I saw a lot of curiosity and great questions by yourself and your team and your team members. Let's move on to, let me state confidently, OTP is a leader in FSI, comes to Hungary and Central Europe. You play such a huge, significant role. What areas in your industry will change, do you feel, the most with the new tech, including AI?
From the customer's viewpoint?
From the customer's viewpoint.
I expect a more personalized offering.
Yeah.
So from our business side, what I would like to see personally, that you are just getting the kind of the perfect product composition, what we would like to offer for you, which fits your needs in the best way. From our operations viewpoint, first, I see AI as the primary way now, or the most promising thing what can come to fight fraud, because we have seen an explosion in costs associated to fraud, and this is the area where we see most of our customers also getting negative experience. So we all know these different emails and phishing attacks, and so
very frequent.
And problem is that until now, honestly, for example, with the case of Hungary, the obscurity of the Hungarian language has saved a lot us from a lot of these attacks, because you could read and you could see that, well, this is machine generated, I'm not answering. But now with these very good AI models, you can write nearly perfect emails. So now if I'm reading it, I mostly couldn't tell if that one is AI generated or not. And from now on, that opens actually up a lot of possible attack scenarios. And that's why I can see now that, okay, I think so customer experience from the positive side, so giving them the perfect composition of our products, and on the support side to protect them, to just see the best things from the bank, and then protect them from the attacks. That's the thing what I want to see.
Wow, that's a very caring position. I want to build on something that you said when you almost spoke to me as your end customer, and like we want you to have that perfect combination of that end product offering. I want to build my last question on that. We are in the envisioning mindset these 3 days. If we're a little bit to imagine in 5-10 years from now, what is how do you envision the experience of your end customer with OTP?
If I would say just one word, that it would be seamless. So that I want our customers to experience like we are only there if they need us. And if not, then everything is going as smoothly as possible. But if they need us, we are there. And we are not asking for like unnecessary like fifth password or whatever. But we are pushing it to the right security level. They are only experiencing actually a smooth flow of our services reaching them. Yeah,
that is priceless. Thank you so much for the time today.
Thank
It
you
has
very
been
much.
Such a pleasure, György. Thank you.
Thank you.